This is something that I faced in my environment, not exactly my environment. I was doing one of the project where customer requested, so I thought it's interesting and let's share it. So let me go through the scenario first, and then we'll do the solution, like how to go around with this request. Okay. So hello everyone, my name is Arun, and let's understand the scenario first. Well, customer has a private subnet where we have the SQL servers. Private subnet, we all know where the internet is blocked. Now, on these servers, let's forget about the SQL. These are let's say these are the servers. Okay, we are imitating the same scenario in our lab. So we have a server on which we need to connect the file share. It's Azure file share. We know it's a service endpoint, public endpoint on the subnet where the internet is blocked. Okay, so here is the machine. You can see Arun Dev, Windows 10. Under networking, if I show you outbound port rules, internet is denied. So I don't have any internet access on this VM. Now, if I do not have any internet access on this VM, whether I would be able to connect my file share or not. I think not, because you know the obvious reasons. It's a public endpoint and we need internet to connect this, right? So if I click here and do the connect, copy it, go to my VM. This is my VM. If I write here host name, you'll see, right? And if I go to the notepad, I have, okay, it's the previous, this is the new one. I have this. Now, if I paste it here and try to connect, it should not, because internet is blocked on this VM. It should give error like unable to connect to the file share endpoint on 445 because that's the SMB port. So, but customer wanted both the things. He wanted internet blocked and he also wanted the file share connected to the machines, all the machines which are in the private subnet. So as you can see, it says failed, right? Unable to ping, timed out. Well, we all know that because internet is blocked. So to fix that, what we need to do. So in this video, that's what we are doing. So to fix that, we need to enable service endpoint on the virtual network on the subnet where exactly this VM is residing. So you need to go to the virtual network, go to the service endpoints, and this is the old one. Let me delete it so that I could show you how exactly we create the service endpoints. So as soon as it deletes, I'll create the service endpoints. And while it is deleting, let's go to the storage account. This is our storage account where we have the file share. And under the storage account, you'll find firewall and virtual networks, because a customer wants everything to be so protective, secretive, no additional access. So we need to not allow this to all networks. We need to select networks, and we will select our network so that we can not go, we should not go on the public internet, but we can go through the backend with the help of service endpoints. Okay, so let's do step by step. It has been deleted. Click on add, select the service that we want to use. We want to use storage. File share comes under the storage. Under subnets, we need to select default because that's all subnet I have. This is a demo. Single VM inside the single subnet, or single subnet inside the single virtual network. It would take 2 or 3 minutes. Our service endpoint would be enabled here. And simultaneously, we'll go back to the storage account where we have the file share. And under firewall and networks, we'll select, discard it, we'll select the network on which we want to enable this, so that we can allow similar rules under NSG, only from the virtual network, so that we could restrict as per the customer request. So we need to go select the network, click on add existing virtual network. I removed which has already been added here because I was trying to do that in the lab prior to this video, so that we'll do what exactly is needed to be done. So virtual network, this is our virtual network and this is our subnet. So we are allowing this subnet to access this storage account, and we have our file share on this storage account. And this is the service endpoint which has been created. Now, it would be something like, if I go here and try to make sense out of it, we have this virtual network, okay, and we have VM inside it, okay, and we have this NIC placed here. Let's suppose this is the NIC. This is the NIC on this virtual machine, and we have NSG in place here. On this NIC we have NSG in place. Okay, come on, yes, we have this NSG in place. Now this VM cannot go to the internet, okay, and we have, let's suppose, our storage right here, and it is a public endpoint. So how things work here, it goes like this, not here, it will go out to the internet, come on, and then come to the storage account like this, on the internet. It will go to the internet because it is a public endpoint. This is the internet, okay. But what we did, we blocked the internet here on the request of the customer. On the security reasons, we blocked the internet here. Now how we can connect the file share now, because 445 port is blocked, it's not allowed. 445 ping failed, not able to access, that's the error, right? Now what we did, on this virtual network we opened a service endpoint, we created a service endpoint, okay, like this. All right, and this service endpoints is connected to the storage from the MS backend. All right, this is the MS backend. All right, and since on this NSG internet is blocked, on this NSG internet is blocked, so what we need to do, we need to create one more rule which allows only the service endpoint, or only the outbound for 445 port to the storage account via the service endpoint. So we need to open the service tag Microsoft storage in central US, not for anything else. That will still make it secure. So let's do this. So this is our endpoint. We need to go to the networking. I can show you if I go to the machine and try to do it again, it's failed, right? It is failing. No response. It's waiting for the response. No response will come because on the NSG we still need to open the port. So what we will do, we'll go to the outbound rule. Let me show you. Once it get failed, we'll start working. So the service endpoint, the backend connection has been done. We only need to open the NSGs, and that is the main part. You see it's failed. That makes it awesome, because right now still we cannot do anything. but opening a port only for the service tag which says Microsoft Storage in Central US will make all the difference. And still it would be all protected as per the customer request. Okay, 445 destination service tag, Microsoft Storage and Central US. Central US. Okay, it's allowed. Add SMP. Okay. Now we gave the higher priority than 120 so that it will allow this. Otherwise, this will be part of internet and it would not allow. Now only okay 445, right? And Microsoft Storage .central US. It's been selected. Now it is saving the NSG. Once it is saved, things would be in place. Go to the VM. Now if I do this, sometimes it take a minute or two, so let's wait. The NSG settings are still saving. As you can see, it took a while. Now we are getting the ping. All right, test connection successful, no replies. Now we can move to the other big chunk that we copied from there, and it says credentials added successfully, already exist. Okay, it says already exist, so there we go. Okay, let's disconnect this, okay, and try to add it again. It is there. Okay, let's remove it. The whole point is we got the connection, but since it says some error but it gives connected, so I'm trying to connect it again. Okay, let's copy it and sending the response. We got the response and it is enter. It is connected. You can see 10 GB file system. It is connected and it is there. As you can see, there is no internet on this VM. If I do google.com, there is nothing coming up. So it is still in the private network, msn.com, and you can connect the file share, which is a public endpoint of the Azure. So this is all I wanted to discuss in this video. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this is informative to you, and thank you. Bye-bye.